Hey, it's Derek Johnson, JVI Secret Gardens. We're back out here in Kingston Springs at part 2 of the recreation project. I'm excited to show you guys everything that we're going to go through today, so let's get started. So I know we've shown you this before, but behind me, this is part of the Razor Trail. They're going to go across this berm and rip down and through there. We've already talked about that. So you know this as well. This is our wetland filter, but one of the additions we wanted to do to this is we wanted to make this an area for play. So kids, adults can come and hang out in this area and just really enjoy and look out across the whole pond. But now it's evolved. This area right below me, going all the way back and through, is going to be some beautiful flagstone work, like this entertainment patio. So just imagine this beautiful laid out flagstone space, chair. There's probably going to be some sort of pergola that happens, some sort of arbor, but now this is going to be a seating, entertaining area, taking in the whole space. We're going to have to continue. We got these rocks here. We're going to have to continue these through here to create some berms, and then it's going to transition over to this side, which is going to be very similar. So let's check that side out as well. So now I want to show you guys what's going to happen down on this side. So just imagine the water's rushing through, it's coming across and working its way, ripping all down through these areas and coming down, crashing, pushing out. It's all lit behind me, but check this out. So we've got the jump rock over there, and I'll show you that in just a few minutes, but we needed an area when people are jumping off and they're swimming, they had to have some sort of exit. So I'm basically now at water level coming in, and we made these steps coming through here just so you could transition out of the pond and traverse. I mean, think about that. You're a kiddo, you've jumped off that, you're swimming, and now you're gonna swim up to this and you get to traverse the waterfalls all the way going up. Just to give you a little bit of scale, this area here, as you can see, we put in sand, make it a little bit safer landing, right? Just to be safe. We haven't even finished the height of this wall, so just to give you perspective of the deep point, it's gonna be 16 feet completely out, 8 foot under, 8 foot above water, just to give you perspective. And then over on this other side, we had to create a beach, so let's walk over there and check that out as well. So now we're on the upper side. Still got to come up a little bit. The team's over here working their tails off because we have to get out of the water completely today because we've got 200 semis full of water coming in over the next 6 to 10 days to fill this thing up. So behind me here, this is the beach. So just imagine there's an entry point right there. It's going to ease its way out to about 3 foot of water. So they're going to be walking on this sandy little entry point over on these rocks and literally jump out and swim through this whole pond, going through the whole thing. It's gonna be awesome. In this section too, I'm really excited about. So Waterfalls now behind me, and this whole section, we've got this tree canopy, but this section, we decided to put in some big character boulders and kind of make this an interesting area. We're definitely gonna put in some greenery through here to really enhance the space. But if you look at all these canopies, these beautiful pines, we're gonna put lights around the bases and light this whole area up. So as you're hanging out over here, you're looking across and you're checking out the beach, and then you get to see the waterfall on your left. But as we transition through this, we're actually going to go into what we're kind of calling a bit of an amphitheater, I guess is what you would call it, because this is another wetland over here, but then we got a beautiful waterfall. But look at this area. I mean, water level is going to be right about here as it comes through, so you can hang out on this rock. And then we did some retainment over here, but you can just sit out here with your friends, have a seat, feet in the water, and just hanging out in this whole space. So when we talk about wetland filtration, it doesn't have to be just a bunch of aquatic plants. It can be this really interesting rock structure, as if, I mean, this is bigger than most ponds and backyards, and it's actually a filtration system. So you get to hang out in this area, and then of course we go over to one of the most exciting parts of this, and it's gonna be the Razor Trail crossing as it goes across the creek. So let's go check that out. So this is our intake bay. What is an intake bay? It's going to draw all of the debris, the fallen debris that comes out of these trees. It has to go somewhere. So it's gonna come through this area, swish and pull in the back, and that's where there's gonna be some maintenance. It's gonna have to be skimmed out. But we decided to go, how do we incorporate something really exciting and fun with an intake bay, which is just a beautiful area, right? Well, this is the Razor Creek crossing. So imagine you came across the trail, you're ripping through here. We're gonna put down some different boulders. We're gonna make like a little bump course because we need to slow you down coming through here because we don't want Evel Knievel happening through this thing. So we're gonna slow it down. They're gonna come through, and this is gnarly. So imagine about 18 inches of water in here, and the razors are gonna cruise, traverse through here, work their way through the water, and then rip all the way out here and then go up on the hillside. All right, want to nerd out for a minute. For you folks that really like the technical side of what makes this thing work, that's over here. So we've got 7 pumps running this bad boy. So this is going to be our pump station. So all of these is pushing, I'm probably going to screw this up and Sean's going to go, yeah, didn't get the numbers right, but it's something like 80,000 gallons per minute or something running through this thing. But all of these external is because this is going to be for play, human interaction. So we're not going to use the submersible pumps dropping them down in the water because we want to be as safe as we can. But all this water is getting pushed out to the 2 beautiful waterfalls on that side. And these are the tanks. The plumbing's going to go through here. It sucks through. It's just all kinds of crazy stuff that happens here. I just like the beauty of it. But if you really want all the technical stuff, we can bring Sean on here and he can nerd out and tell you all the stuff. But this is what makes the whole thing happen. All right, so we don't just build these crazy $1 million projects. We also build beautiful backyard koi ponds of any size. So if you want us, give us a call. We'll definitely help with that. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for hanging out.